Hello friends, welcome to my channel. This is the Queen of Wands, and today we'll be doing a reading uh, for Libra. Oh gosh, for month of May 2020 for Libra. All right, so before I proceed with the rest of the deck, I'm just gonna get a quick card. Oh, we got the spark here. We always get this card, the spark. The music to my ears, and that's a beautiful melody here. That something has been initiated um, between, maybe there's someone that you there. We also have unexpected visitors, so then some news, might be some uh, like a signal, a sign or something that somebody's showing a sign of love, of appreciation. Very positive cards. If somebody's leaving like the door half open, it's like it's saying, okay, you know um I like what I see, or there's some sort of positive energy. So if somebody's welcoming, or somebody is getting some visitors and they're like, wow, it's like sparks flying all over the place. That can be a visitor, a message, an email, anything can be, right? Anything. And that is unexpected, and it's gonna make you truly happy. It's gonna make you, you want to sing practically. This is what this card is saying here. This is like the main message for that. Okay, let's go now to the next, and we got a quick card here for Libra. Okay, communication. I just told you about communication with this unexpected visitor and a spark that really is going to bring you joy, a lot of joy. And it has to do with communication. You're going to get unexpected communications or visitors from someone, some sort of a message, like a divine message, or it can be through music, anything. From the sound of music, anything. But it sounds good to your ears. You love it. It's a pleasant message that you're gonna get. Okay, maybe you're open to communications. Unexpected visitor means you don't need an invitation to participate or to be somewhere, or even to send a kind message to somebody. You don't need an invite. If you want to do that, do it. You make yourself happy, and if you want to make somebody happy, just do something sporadically, something spontaneously, right? That's when the spark starts, like when something is happens spontaneously and you don't think it twice. Yeah. All right, so this is three cards of confirmation about that. All right, we got also healing in the bottom, so I guess the lines of communication starts opening when there's healing involved and there's no blockages. All right, so that is good. Very good. Let me get also a quick card here. Vegetarian. Fresh organic fruits and vegetables give you a boost of high life force energy, which elevates your spiritual frequency. I think somebody's going on a diet, maybe drinking more water. I don't know. But yeah, when you have some sort of a cleansing, or watch what you eat and you're not intoxicating your body and mind, you also are you think from a more positive mindset. Yeah, that's true. That's very true. Okay, so that I'm gonna put here for you guys to see. So that really is important, especially now, changing of the seasons, to have that mindset, because it really shifts your energy, and raises your energy to a higher vibration, for sure. You're not so negative, and you're so drink more water, less junk, and yeah, we got the word rigid here. From what I see here with the rigid card, but I see the healing card here. So with the healing and all these open lines of communication, I feel like something is being dissolved here. What was like a rigid situation, now you feel more in your element. I feel like these blocks are breaking down one at a time. Do you see these walls? There was an illusion. I mean, self-imposed walls. You can see this picture from a negative perspective, or you can see the positive side of it. You can see that's where the healing comes in place, when you try to, you embrace the darkness to solve a certain issue, and then you're looking forward to the light, right? That's they cannot live without one another. So, but whatever walls were built up were there, for you to work on some issues, some matters that were not dealt properly in the past, and now they're that rigid behavior is so slowly dissolving, right? This is how I see this card. And you needed to be in that place of solitude in order to understand where you were coming from with all that behavior. There I see a 13 solitude here again. So and this guy here, I think, yeah, there was some situation you had to deal with, and now you found some sort of a peace, and now you're healed. And that's when there's this unblocked situations now. There's open communication. You're more open to love, to life, and that's when you're more spontaneous in everything you do, because there's now this rigid behavior now, right? That's something that you had to deal with, being rigid, being too cautious sometimes, or who knows. Now you're just letting things flow without forcing anything, right? That's all right. So let's get these cards over here. So the past, present, and future, and past, present, and future for Libra for May, and then how you feel, how they feel, and the outcome. Just gonna do it like that. And we got the light in the bottom of the deck, which is the sun. Okay? All right, there's a lot of positive energy, okay, coming now. With the sun, there's a lot of warmth, there's positivity, there's hope, there is faith with the light, with the sun. Okay? So in the past, we have the Nine of Wands. So there was some there's a sense of perseverance, but also being protective. You are protecting something, you are detaching for something, you are going some turbulences, some challenges, but you are trying hard to keep your spirit high. Maybe it had to do with some past situation, this rigid card, that you were really, it made you not feel relaxed, be yourself, not be happy. You couldn't find happiness with the light here for some reasons. You're trying, you felt suffocated, you felt controlled, you felt many aspects of yourself. It could have been in your own head, it could be people controlling, anything could have happened, but you wanted desperately to break free, okay? Because that rigid behavior, that controlling was devastating you, was slowing you down physically, mentally. But it seems like when I see the light there and the number 9 here, you're close to a completion. You passed the task, is saying here. You're almost there actually with a 9. But I hear this is number 19, which it comes back to number 1 and 10. So it's a completion. This is how I see it. Of a part of this healing process that you had to go through. It was tough though. It was very tough. And but you're keeping your spirit high. So you, with the sun here, you really are a very positive person. No matter what life throws you to, you always try to keep your head up. You're You don't try to victimize yourself or anything like that. You keep going with all your failures on your shoulders. You're like, okay, I'm just gonna keep going, because there's no point to be the victim. No problem, point at all. So right now you're resting. You see, rest and rejuvenate. This is the present position, and it it matches with this card here, solitude, number 4, number 4. You see how they match? So that's, you needed this rest. There was too much going on, too many people, too many opinions, too much gossip, whatever it was. It just was too much for you. You had to break free from that. You had to relax, find yourself, be yourself, without too much judgment, too much of everything. So you needed this break. You needed your sanctuary, you know. And right now you needed that, because that's where everybody is, right? Secluded there in their own place, in their sanctuary, finding peace and harmony and balance, right? That's what the 4 of it can be by choice, and in order to gather your thoughts and opinions and find some harmony. That's where you are right now. If it's in relation to a connection or relationship, you're trying to find some balance. 4 of Swords comes right after the 3 of Swords. So there was some heartbreak, there was some harsh communication. So you had to detach. Since also the 9 of Wands, there's like, there was some big fights there. There was some verbal attacks. Anything could have happened, but you always try to keep your spirit high. Okay, you didn't let that drain you down or drag you down to a point of complete devastation. But you had to retreat. You definitely had to retreat to contemplate and understand where you were coming from, where they were coming from, and come to a common resolution, you know. That's that word. There's another card that says conflict resolution somewhere here. It's about that, finding resolution to the conflict, right? So finding some peace. And in the future, another 4. Oh God, we have 4, 4, 4. So that's about stability and security. We have it also here, number 4. So that really, you're really grounding yourself right now. You're getting your power back. The Emperor card is like being the man, and it can be you, masculine or feminine energy. Just give me 1 sec. So the Emperor card here is about finding your power. Like you are being yourself. You know who you are, and you're just you're finding your power. You're in your full power here. It can be in the future. It can be a man. It can be a father figure. It can be anybody, or somebody who has these qualities of the Emperor. It can be the man. It's funny because the Aries, this Emperor is ruled by Aries. This has Mars in chart, and you Libra have Aries on the opposite chart. So maybe you are finally your identity, because this Libra is all about the identity. Okay, having 2 sides of the coin, and now facing that part of yourself that you don't know if it existed or not, and now you're finding your identity by embracing that strength within you, and being your own individual with and having the willpower to proceed in whatever you want to pursue in your life. Or you can be somebody that is encouraging to find, to be that strength, inner strength, to accept who you are. There's so many layers with the Emperor card, but he certainly gives a lot of power, okay? And especially if it's something from within, you need to retreat, and now you got to find, the strength within, the power within, and don't question yourself. That's why the Emperor is there. So your feelings are about 3 of Pentacles, recognition and rewards. You feel like you're working for the common goals. You're working as a team. There's a sense of humbleness with this card, and that's a beautiful card, because when you are in the element of the Emperor, You don't need to prove anything. There's integrity, there's humbleness, there's no bulliness, there's nothing to it, because you see, it took time for you to do all that. And now it's important to stay with yourself, okay, and find the power within yourself without looking around for identifying yourself. That's what is important, and that's what this advises. And that's how you're also feeling right now. You feel like, okay, I feel humbled by everything that has, all the circumstances, everything that has happened. It was for a greater good. But whatever achievement, this is a card of achievement, and also it works as a teamwork is saying. But whatever achievement is, show gratitude. Yes, that's another one. Show gratitude, because sometimes it does require a team effort for you to find yourself. And sometimes, and this shows a sense of humbleness. Always stay humble with your achievements, and don't show level of arrogance. And I think that's something that you see it. It can be a person that you see on, maybe a person that you meet on a work environment. It can be somebody that you feel like this person works well with you, is like a partner in every situation, helping you, being there for you. Feelings, it can be different ways. And then their feelings are the Six of Pentacles. Wow. Which we have here a Virgo element. Material and spiritual prosperity. The Six of Pentacles sometimes exactly the same like the Three of Pentacles. It's like working together for peace and harmony. Okay. The Six is about giving and receiving. Okay. It's what you give is what you get, and you get what you give. It's the same thing. With all this force here, you're really putting the roots and the foundation of becoming the man, a better man or a better woman, whatever it is. This is like the man, being the better man. The four corners of the house, that means strong foundation, better roots, right? Better roots. We see it also here with the four, the roots, the trees, like really clearing some old baggages and some old belief systems and many things like that requires a lot of work, and that were dissolve blockages on communication with someone. So I think you two are on the same page of finding some balance and harmony. If there was some miscommunication, you're finally seeing the light here. Yeah, I see the partnership card also here. Do you see that? Oh wow, you really had to do a lot of work, because I see solitude here and solitude here. You really had to isolate yourself in some way, to really, you had to do it. You wanted to do that. You had to do it. You knew you had to do that. And maybe you felt like being part of all these people, it was just getting you agitated, because it was not allowing you to set you free from some old baggages, negative energies. So you wanted a way for things to come to a culmination, so you could finally, it's like this rigid part here, wherever it was here with this black bird, and finally dissolve and break through all these patterns and all these blockages who were mainly in your head. Wow, another four here. Like rest here, and here the Four of Cups. This is says discontent, but I wouldn't read this as that. I feel is it's detachment by choice, and it makes sense, especially after all this gathering with people, overindulging or pretending to have so much fun. Sometimes, when they see that Three of Cups, we've seen it. This is the Three of Wands, but I see this. You are in an environment that you feel like you're forcing yourself to enjoy and have fun. You're just not, because there is something there you need to dissolve. And you're trying to integrate in the community so hard, participate. There was baggages. You couldn't fake it, and it was a struggle. You had to detach. The Three of Cups comes right after the Four of Cups, right after the Three of Cups, which is all about that partying, whatever partying was. It doesn't have to be real drinking or whatever drinking or pretending, having fun somewhere, or I don't know, some sort of entertainment, right? It wasn't working for you. You really had to detach. You had to be in your solitude. You don't mind that. Maybe you find your spiritual calling or something that you had to do some inner healing, and you finally feel liberated. You had to do that. You had to find peace with yourself. You feel liberated. Okay. And I see this color healing here a lot. I've been seeing this a lot, like paintings or colors, something with colors. I haven't figured this out. I have to read the book. I don't have it here. But maybe all this inner contemplation here that I see with the 4, finally the beautiful colors will come out of you by you finally letting go. Another 4 here, by letting go. Yeah, the colors here is like blooming like a butterfly, transformation with beautiful colors. It is a lot of inner work to find yourself and be a better man or a better woman. Okay, and that only happens by detaching. Sometimes there's the tendency to integrate. Now I'm getting the message even better, to integrate in groups and environments to forget or to distract ourselves, so we forget the pain, or we forget something, to forget something, entertaining ourselves, being mingled with it. Just, if you feel the vibration, their vibration don't match with yours, there's something that just, so you have to detach. So by force or by some circumstances being explosive, it just can no longer exist. That's okay. It puts you in a place now that you can find some inner peace, and you can balance yourself, and you are find your identity, and be okay with that. Okay, slowly you're just putting one step at a time. This wall doesn't have to be that high, and have you to put healthy boundaries, but put it healthy boundaries, not so rigid, right? Not cut people off like that, but healthy, when you know that you know your your place, your place in the society, your place in a group of people. Like, yeah, when you know your boundaries, there's no problems, there's no issue, there's no disappointment. um yeah, so but that's why, because the 3 of Cups, there's the tendency, if I participate there, if I do that, I'm gonna forget, I'm gonna feel fulfilled. If I pretend this and that, it's gonna go away, or something like that, right? um but it's saying no. I guess at this time you need to stay with yourself and find yourself and be okay with that and find peace with it, and then you can go back into things wherever you feel that you match. Okay, group of people, or just in your spiritual journey. Maybe you're just wanna be where you feel like it makes you happy. It doesn't matter where you go, but it has to be authentic, original. It doesn't have to be fake. Okay, we got the passion card again. I think I shuffled before I had Virgo. I got passion. Now we got passion again. And chemistry. You see, there's a strong magnetic attraction here that you have with somebody. A lot of passion, which it doesn't surprise me, because Emperor has Mars. It's about a lot of fire and passion and desire. But all those energies are activated when you're finally relaxed, and enjoy life, and you're open to life again. Okay, without this rigid attitude. Okay, but by having fun, it can be passion for life. When you find passion for life, then that's where the chemistry starts building, even for somebody else. Yeah, definitely. How can you build chemistry and passion for someone if you're always rigid? Okay, or attacking people, or somebody attacks you, if they attack you. So that's why there's this need for detachment. And I think now it's equal give and take. There's like this giving and receiving here with the 6 of Pentacles, and everybody wins in this situation. Everybody wins. Okay, everybody is in partnership to make this happen. Like, we got the Sun here, so it's a big achievement. Whatever you're achieving in May is big. So congratulations. Thank you so much. Bye.